Good morning, everybody. Awesome. Okay. Yay, it worked. It's October 17th. We're getting closer to Halloween and my birthday. Yep, I'm going to talk about it. And we have a special guest on today, but first I want to tell you updates. We have a brand new program coming out in 2 days. If you have a coach account, you already were able to get access to it. It's called 30-Day Breakaway. I'm super psyched about this program because long time ago, I was once a runner for a very short period of time in my life. And I'm excited to get back out and do it, but it's running and lifting. And so one of the problems, me personally, when I ran in the past, I learned how to do a 5K, right? And I dropped weight. And my whole intention was I need to lose weight. I'm going to run, right? And I lost weight while running and training for that 5K. And I lost like 5 pounds or something, but I had more to lose. And I was like, you know what? I need to do more. Like I need to run further. And so I signed up for a half marathon and I trained for the half marathon. Now, this is all like when I say I was a runner for a very short period of time, this is all in less than a year, right? So I ran the half marathon and I finished, but man, I finished in a very, very, very long time. Like it was a long time to run that half marathon. But here's the deal. I killed my back. I mean, I killed it. And for years, I had issues with my back. I still have issues now. And I know it's because I did not appropriately cross train. I did not cross train with core work. I did not cross train with muscle, like strength work. And because of that, I suffered and still suffer now for not really doing it in the correct way. Do you know what I mean? I trained the correct way, but my muscles weren't ready for all of that. And I realized very quickly how important cross training is. And that's why I'm excited about this program coming up. It's you lift first and then you run. And she is totally transforming your body along the way. You are becoming stronger, your core is becoming stronger, and you're going to prevent more injuries that way. So I'm really, really excited about this. She trains you for a 5K. If you're already an advanced runner, she has an advanced running schedule, and she is the person you would want to learn from because she has so many accolades about when it comes to running. And she's an amazing personal trainer. So she brings the two together, and I think it's going to be so much fun. You can run on your treadmill, you can pop earbuds in and go for a run outside. And on rainy or like snowy, depending on where you live, days, you can do a quick cardio portion that she put together so that you don't have to worry about, missing your run and you can still do the cardio portion. So it's a really cool program. Highly recommend it. Most of us are starting Monday. Some of us already started. So reach out to your coach, figure out when their next test group is. I'm actually just spoke to one of the owners of the running store near me, and we'll probably be doing another group with him and his customers as well. So I'm like really super psyched about this program. Get with your coach, figure it out. You get to earn a medal, which is even cooler. Okay, so that starts soon. Reach out to your coach. Let's talk to Sarah. Speaking of test groups, because Sarah has a story about a test group. Sarah is literally the light of my challenge group. Like she is the sweetest, nicest person. She uplifts everybody there. She puts her heart on her sleeve and just pours out her heart in the group. And I don't think our group would be what it is if it weren't for Sarah. So super excited to bring you on here. Yay! Sarah, tell us a little bit about yourself and just like how you live right now, like who you living with, what's your life like? Tell us just a little bit about yourself before we move on to other questions.
Okay, so I'm a mom. I have a 4-year-old and I'm home with her. But before that, I went to school to be a music teacher. So I'm, college certified. I taught in the public school for 7 years. And when my daughter was born, I taught for 1 more year. And then I was like, you know what? I just feel a calling to be home. And so blessed to have the opportunity to be home with her. So I stopped working as a teacher in a public school and I've been home with her ever since. But I also have opportunities to continue working because I'm sitting inside my voice and piano studio, so I continue to teach music to kids. Even through this pandemic, not through it, I mean, I shut down with everybody else, but I reopened in June, and I'm still teaching in here. I also live on a property where my husband's family lives, because my husband works a family business in water treatment. So I also help with the accounting end of his business, our family business. And I started homeschooling with my daughter this year. So I'm just kind of juggling a bunch of things here, but that's what I do.
That's awesome. I just love when when I bring someone on here, even though they've been in my groups forever, and I learn more about them in the 30 minutes of asking them questions than I knew in the last like 5 years. I think it's crazy. Anyway, tell me, okay, so go way far back, right? How did you and I meet?
This is awesome. So I always think about this when like I see you pop up, I'm like, this is crazy. So I am a frequent flyer at the promenade shops. Like that's my hangout. That's where I go to just be, and we go shopping there, we walk around, sometimes we eat out there. Like I'm just always there. So I think it's pronounced Athleta or Athleta.
One or the other.
Nobody knows. So that store is athletic wear, and they had a little billboard right outside it. They said, I was with my mom at the time. We were shopping and just hanging out there having coffee and stuff. And we walked by it, and it was saying size live classes at our location, a Saturday or a particular day. And I don't know if I was in the middle of finishing size or if I had done it. And I'm like, I freaking love size. I totally want to do this. Like I've done a Zumba class before. I just love dancing. My mom did size with me, which was really cool because she's not really a working out type person, but I told her about how much fun Shaun T is and dancing. And I was like, Mom, you'd love this. So we were like, let's do it together. So we actually came, Ashley, to your class, Size Live. I don't know how long ago that was, like 3-4 years ago.
I think it was even longer. I think it was like
I can't even keep track of time.
5 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, we have to look at the timeline because it keeps popping up like when we first met, because I was like making muscles in that group with you.
Do you want me to show the picture or no?
Sure.
Yeah, I have the picture, hon. I just pulled it up.
It's
All
too
right, so
fun.
this is the class that I did. Go ahead. You can explain where you are.
Yeah, so I'm in the purple making that gun right there, that muscle.
I love your face in this picture.
And my mom is right behind me waving with the cute little bonbon here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
I forgot your mom was there. I forgot.
Yeah, that's my mom.
Love it.
We had a blast. Like I loved your energy. Like I never met you before, but I was like, you're my spirit animal. Like I'm like, she's got this energy and this excitement. I was just like, and I'm not usually one to like Facebook friend someone I just met or whatever, but I don't know. I just felt this vibe with you, Ashley. And I was like, I want to follow Ashley. So I like found, I think you invited me or something. And I was like, I just want to follow Ashley. And I was on my own personal journey because in that picture, I think I was a new mom by a couple months. Cause like I noticed by like my hair temples, like it was thin there. Like I remember the time where my hair got real thin right after I gave birth. So I think she was about 4 or 5 months old, my daughter, when we did that. So I was trying to get back into the fitness routine and trying to get strong again. I had gained 70 pounds with my pregnancy. So I was really feeling it. But I was like, I just wanted to follow you, Ashley, and your posts every day. And, just everything you posted was just very inspiring and motivating for me. So
and once you follow me, I don't let up.
No. So yeah. So you invited me into the Better Together group, and yeah, I mean, the rest is history. Like, yeah, so much.
Can I show the most recent picture you posted of yourself? I gotta say, your facial expressions are, I honestly don't think I know another person who makes as many, if not more, facial expressions than I make. So hold on, let me pull this up. I love it. I love it. I love it. There we go.
goodness.
It makes me so happy.
Only for you guys. Oh, goodness.
Let's just point out those abs for a second.
Thanks.
Look at those obliques like popping in that picture.
Yeah, I that's why that face, I was like, dude, what's that?
How much, real quick, how much weight do you think is the difference between the first picture and this picture?
Oh, Ashley. So that a lot of that 70 pounds that I gained is obviously like prenatal bloating. I had like blood pressure issues during my pregnancy. So there was probably a lot of water retention too. Like I might have been pre-eclamptic. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say that. But so I think when I leveled out, like when I stopped losing weight, like this is your weight now, you know, you're done losing after, you know, having had surgery, baby gone and everything. I think I was close to 230 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was about 50 pounds ago.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
How different do you feel?
Incredibly different. And to me, it's so much here, in my mind, like, just like the mentality that I have behind challenging my body this way is so different. Cause not that I was a wuss, but like anything that was physically challenging, emotionally hard in the workout, I just would be like, no, I'm done. Too much. I'm done. So like, and I would just give up. And then I'd feel really bad. And like, it was just a mess of emotions all the time. And I've heard different trainers, and even just you saying about the mentality, the mindset, and it's so true, so true. So from then until now, like my mental fortitude, I like to use that all the time because it's just strength to just push through like the pain, the burning, those scale frustrations, your measurement frustrations, your nutritional frustrations, like all that is so different now. And it's awesome.
I love that, the mental fortitude. I really love that because you're right. There is such a difference when you start leaning into the hard. Like you're like, okay, this is really crappy. It's hard, it's challenging, and I just want to run away, right? But when you push past that moment, because it's usually a moment. It's not like this long-term thing. It's usually a moment in that we want to run away, but when you push past that, there's something so beautiful on the other side, and it makes you able to handle other hard things in life too.
Absolutely.
And I think that's so key. And I love, oh my gosh, guys, Sarah might have like facial expressions with me, but you're like the opposite of me. Like when they're on the screen, they're like saying, "Oh, I want you to think about where you're at," and blah blah blah. And for me, I'm like, ugh. Sarah is like laser focused, and you're like filming yourself and telling us how you feel, and you're very in touch with your emotions. And I'm like, dude, I need to be more like Sarah.
Thanks. It is seriously therapy. Like, you know, just being able to share, like, and like, I feel like sometimes I see like pictures of like, people sweaty self, they're always smiling. I'm like, I'm mostly not bad days, but I'm like, oh, that was hard. Like, so frustrating. And when I look back, like, I'm like, if I have a bad day like that, I'm like, well, it was just like those days and those days. And I kept going, you know, I'm like, just keep going. So,
yeah. Tell me, sorry. Tell me some of the programs you've done, because I'm so impressed by you and I love seeing you like starting to knock them out. Like I remember when you first started, you're like, well, I think it was maybe 21 Day Fix you had done in the past, but did you finish it or you didn't finish it? I can't.
No, yeah. So like, this is funny. Cause I've been hearing a lot of people saying like where they've started, and I keep hearing people say P90X, like, and that was my first like video set I got. Like I saw an infomercial and I'm like, I'm going to do that and I'm going to kick ass. Yeah. So like I got P90X, and this was before I was pregnant. Like this was years ago. I like, yeah, when it first came out. So whatever year that was, because it was like new program, shred, muscle, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm going to do that. And I got it. The pull-up bar, like what? The hour and a half yoga. I was like, no. And I still to this day have never finished it. And I don't have it. I have it in my mind to do it someday. But it still is intimidating the crap out of me. But
girl, I've seen some of the programs you've done. You would totally crush P90X.
Oh, thanks. I don't know, those pull-up bars. I'm like, ooh, shying away from it. So I never finished P90X, but P90X got me into Shaun T, who is my fave. He's my fave upon fave. So it was Insanity. I've attempted Insanity. I don't know how many times. I kept restarting it, never completing it. Like I started a program, never completed it. But like, I just had this, I want to try, but anytime a couple days went by and I didn't work out, I was like, oh, I got to start over. So I would start these programs over, trying to just do it all the right way. Like Insanity got me into, I don't know what was next, probably size, because I saw that infomercial. I'm like, I can do that. I'm going to do that. And I did. I finished that one a couple times. So that was probably my first completing it, if not T25. So like Shaun T has been I got, challenging enough personality wise, like we just jive, him and I. So yeah, so the T25, what got me more involved actually and better together, I think, was when T20 came out, because there was
Transform 20,
right? You posted about a test group with Shaun T, and he's going to be working with you, and I was like, I want to do that, and so I was like super involved in that, and I completed that twice. And that was not this past January, but the January before. Ever since then, my fitness journey has changed. Like I have not let a week go by without working out. Like I have rest days, but it's never gone beyond a week. And it's almost 2 years now, which is crazy, because I just don't want to stop, because I remember what that feels like to lull and then have to get the train going again. And that's almost harder than just continuing on. So yeah, so T20 really got my brain into like, this is a lifestyle change. This journey doesn't end. It just keeps going. Yeah. And once I got my brain around that, I was like, I'm okay with this. Like it's not temporary. And I did have my mind wrapped around temporary, but it's not.
I love that. And you're right. When you think temporary, you stop. Yeah. And then it's harder to get started again. And you have to keep doing this like choice thing. Like you have to make a decision, and decisions tax us so much. We should just make one decision.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do this every day. Like it's not, I'm doing 6 weeks of this program and then I'm done. Yay, I finished the program. That was fun.
I used to think that too. Like I would give myself this unrealistic, teeny little time frame. Like I'm going to drop 30 pounds by a wedding or Christmas or something. And it was an unrealistic number, and like just so many, just very naive. Like I had no idea, like I'm going to do this. And then I got disappointed and just kind of inwardly turned negative on myself. Like, you couldn't do that. Like you said, you're going to do it. Like what happened? Like it was just yucky.
So far you have done size. Obviously you did, Transform 20. What was the one? Oh, T25, right? And then you've kept going. You've done, go ahead, list them.
So I think what really started shredding me was really 80-day obsession. Holy Hannah, was that a program? I did that during quarantine. So it was not that I ever would like wish for a quarantine, but it really focused me in because there was nowhere to go, weren't eating out, bringing the groceries home. So every like was so focused. Like I was in my own little like retreat camp here for 80-day obsession at home. And I mean, it shred like 12 pounds, 11 inches and 80. That has never happened to me ever. So that was crazy. And I was like, well, let's keep going. Like, oh, Morning Meltdown 3 times. I love that program.
Are you doing doubles now for Morning Meltdown?
I did twice with singles, and then I did it once through with doubles. Yeah, I like that one.
When I saw you doing doubles, I was like, damn, she is just rocking this.
Jericho, like, so it's funny, like each program in my brain has like accomplished something for me. So T20 was the mental and emotional thing with working out. Like I had tears with that program. I had inward reflections that were like revolutionary or revelationary or whatever, like just moments with that emotionally and mentally. So that was T20, Transform 20. And then Morning Meltdown taught me that I can work out every day. Like this can be an everyday thing for me. And it's not like you can do it. Like I had that, you can do every day. Like, and so doing 100 days in a row and then just doing it again. Like so like I got into that. This is my thing every day now. Like, just like brushing my teeth, just like, normal routine. This is part of it. And, so that revelation happened in Morning Meltdown. And then doing the doubles, I was like, well, like doing the doubles, I can do an hour of working out. Let's try 80-day because it's pretty much, an hour. That killed me, but I do have an appreciation for Autumn because of 80-day, which is why I'm excited for her Control Freak coming out at the end of the year. So so I'm like, all right, let's bring it on, Autumn. Like, I got it. So so like each program has kind of, done that a little bit. Like just kind of giving me something new to add to my bucket of tricks, my basket of tricks. So
awesome. And each trainer brings something new. Not just physically, they bring something inspirational, motivational, fixing the headspace, they really talk to us and change us,
Yeah. So I just finished tomorrow's day 21 for 21 Day Fix Real Time. Yay. Oh man, it says beginner and it's like hard. I'm like, she's kind of lying. It's not beginner. That's hard program. I was like, go ahead.
That's okay. Tell me a little bit about the group. How has the group helped you? And I was just talking to Sarah because she has taken, you're incredibly coachable, Sarah. Like, I'm like, hey, you should read this book. And you're like, okay, I'm going to read that book. I'm like, well, that's awesome. So, tell me how the group has helped you, how the atmosphere of the people in the group, and what have you gotten out of that?
Oh my gosh. Talk about the friendships. I have not met some of these wonderful ladies in person, but if I ever ran into them, I think I'd cry and hug them forever. Like, I before coming into your group, I was like, why would a stranger want to hear about like all this that I'm dealing with, or why do they even care? You know what I mean? I just was like, it didn't make sense to me. I just was like, but I've met nothing but encouragement and just such a depth of compassion and caring in this group from people that don't know me from other states. Like, I'm like, it's changed me so much because I can tap in with them like, hey, how you doing? Or they're checking in with me. You're checking in with me. We're all kind of trying this journey together and trying to accomplish different goals together. And I feel like every day that I press play, I know I'm in a community that, is cheering me on. It helps get me up. It's accountability. And I remember you saying that when I first came in the group, accountability. And I didn't quite grasp what that was. Like, I was like, okay. I thought this journey is just for me. Like, I have to figure everything else by myself, just me. But it's really not. It is about community. It really is, because you guys keep me going. You motivate me. You inspire me so much. Like, I wasn't going to do doubles this week. No. But Mel's like, I'm doing doubles. Melanie's on here. Yay. Hi, Melanie.
I was just gonna shout out you and Melanie, because I'm pretty sure Melanie just said and Melanie, you can correct me, but I'm pretty sure she just wrote in the check-in, the weekly check-in, that she stayed on task with something because of reaching out to you. I'm pretty sure she was like, hey, I was struggling with something. I was about to eat something. I don't remember. Melanie, what was it that you said?
I text Sarah when I'm going to eat something I shouldn't, or I know I really don't want to. And even if she doesn't answer, because life, like, just texting her and knowing that if she did answer, she would help and like have my back, I don't eat it. Like 9 o'clock last night, I'm like, oh my God, I'm sitting with my family and they're all snacking and playing games. And I'm like, no, I'm done eating. I'm like, text Sarah, just text Sarah. And so I did, and then I didn't eat. And I went to bed not having a snack. Sorry, I'm working out right now, so.
It's fine. Thank you for sharing. I'm literally over here like crying like a baby because
it's awesome. It really is.
You brought us together, Ashley. She's in another state. Like,
I know. I honestly think this is like the coolest thing in the world, to be honest.
It really is. So she's killing it over there. I did mine this morning. It was dying. I wasn't gonna do doubles this week. I was like, no way, Jose. And Melanie's like, I'm gonna do doubles. I was like, I'm gonna do doubles.
Yeah, Melanie's a powerhouse. I truly believe that. She's like, when I met her, I was like, you do what? And I can't remember what's the martial arts that she does. I can't remember.
Yes.
I'm like, that is probably the coolest thing I ever heard. I love you already.
Yeah, that is, it's awesome.
So the community has made it. And you know what, Sarah, it's not just the community itself, it's you putting into the community. You're not going to get all of that if you're not putting into it, and you lean in and you share and you inspire and you motivate, you encourage other people just by commenting on their stuff, and so by you putting into the community, you're getting so much out of it. And I love that.
Thanks. Yeah, I know how I feel when people comment on my stuff. So I'm like, I always try and go in there. Great job. You're rocking it. You're killing it. Everybody's doing an awesome job. And showing up with their smiles and not, like bad day or, whatever. I love seeing it. So yeah.
So I love having, I'm going to wrap up soon, but I love having you're a coach on our team. You're not actively bringing people, although now you are actively bringing, she's like, I'm not a coach, although she does work like she is coaching. I love it. So, she's like secretively coaching, and, I love it. I think you are such a big piece of our team, and I just am incredibly grateful for you. So grateful for you in all aspects. And you do bring people into the team, even though you say you don't. And yeah, Amy and I were just listening to a training. They talked about the Hype Squad, and you are part of like the leader of our Hype Squad. Yeah, she said Hype Squad president. I love it. So I just want to say how grateful I am for you, and to be in our team and to be there for other people. And I truly believe like what you put out into the world is what you get back. And that's why you have these strong relationships with the girls in the team. I love that. So Tell me, can you do this for me in 30 seconds? All right. 30 seconds. I'll give you maybe a minute. I want you to tell me how you felt before joining with us, right?
Yeah.
How you like how it's changed you and how you feel now that you're, that you've gone through the process. Oh, you're not going to be able to do this without crying. Go ahead. Do it in 30 seconds. I'll give you a minute if you
Okay.
must, but go ahead.
So before I felt very alone. Yeah, alone. So I felt like I felt lost, alone and lost because I didn't know what to do. I knew I wanted to do something, but I just was lost as to how and where to start. Just I just felt lost. I thought I knew some things, but as I tried things, it wasn't working. Or I'd lose a little bit and then just gain it back because I'd stop. I was like, oh, I got lost 10 pounds. I feel good. I'm done. Being in this group, forming the friendships that I formed have just changed the way I get up every morning and how I just want to keep pushing forward. And I have this army behind me, just encouraging and motivating and just guiding me along. Like I know I can, if I have low moments or lost moments, I can reach out and have no shame behind it, no judgment. Because I definitely like fear that still. I fear judgment a lot. And going forward, because of this group and what I've learned on the way is that I'm not stopping. Like I don't want to. Before I was like, when am I going to get to that finish line? Because this needs to be over already. I don't want to stop. I just want to keep going. This is my journey, and this is a corny book quote because I'm kind of a nerd that way. But journey before destination. Like I have that in my head. Like it's about the journey, not your final destination. So. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much, Sarah. Like I said, I'm so grateful for you. And thank you so much for coming on here and sharing. And I'm super excited about getting back on here next week. I just can't be any more grateful. So thank you so much. I'm going to close this out. And if you guys have any questions for Sarah, I'm sure she wouldn't mind if you messaged her on Facebook. I'll talk to you soon. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. And join us on Monday for 30-day breakaway. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.